Hello everyone, this is Noah Villaverde, host of Blank Green Canvas, back with another video. As of the release of this video, David Fincher's masterpiece The Social Network is celebrating its 10th anniversary. I remember seeing this film with a few of my high school friends back in 2010 and being transfixed by the cinematic craft on display. It's been already said enough. David Fincher's direction married with Aaron Sorkin's tight screenplay and incredible cast all at the top of their games, particularly Jesse Eisenberg in a performance that should have given him his Academy Award, and a score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross that still serves as my primary soundtrack for getting work done when I'm not using lo-fi hip-hop beats to study to. It's easy to go on, especially given the fact that as the 2010s wrapped up, the film appeared on countless best of the decade lists, topping many of them, and is one of the most common films that have influenced aspiring millennial filmmakers like myself. But rather than explore the merits of the film itself, I wanted to express why I think more than any other film right now, The Social Network needs a sequel. The Social Network isn't within a genre of film that most studios today would look at thinking it is ripe with sequel potential. After all, it's a biographical courtroom drama and doesn't reflect the type of franchise that most big studios are on the lookout for these days. However, The Social Network was one of the last prestige mid-budget studio films that achieved not only critical success, but commercial success as well. On a budget of $40 million, it grossed nearly $225 million worldwide. I understand studios like Sony Pictures are primarily focused on getting their franchise tentpoles off the ground, but that should still leave room for their mid-budget projects because, as much as I enjoy franchise blockbusters, cinema is always at its best with a diversity of stories, whether big, small, or somewhere in between. Secondly, we have at least two key figures from the film that have expressed interest in a potential sequel: Aaron Sorkin and Jesse Eisenberg.
Yes. A lot of very interesting dramatic stuff has happened since the movie ends, with settling the lawsuit from the Winklevoss twins and Eduardo Saverin, and Scott, who produced The Social Network. I've gotten more than one email from him with an article attached saying, "Isn't it time for a sequel?"
While promoting his remarkable dark comedy The Art of Self-Defense last year, Eisenberg put it out there that he would be down to step into Mark Zuckerberg's Adidas slides once again. Sorkin is a genius, and if he chooses to write about something, I will obviously be interested. But I am not aware of either the project or even the current controversy of the company. This brings me to my last point. The Social Network has only grown in its relevance as a reflection of the 2010s itself. The film explores themes such as ambition, jealousy, capitalism, and betrayal, centering on a protagonist with abysmal social skills that managed to create the biggest social media platform in the world. When the film was first released, Facebook was still surging in its prominence within our daily lives. After all, the film's famous tagline was, "You don't get to 500 million friends without making a few enemies." Fast forward to the year of our Lord 2020, Facebook has now roughly 2.6 billion users and owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus. I'd also be remiss not to mention the numerous real-life consequences of Facebook's actions in the last decade that include but aren't limited to our data privacy as seen from the Cambridge Analytica scandal, its role in manipulating global politics, and the rise of fake news, conspiracy theories, and hate speech. Some of the repercussions of how Facebook and other social media have taken advantage of our data and privacy rights are explored in the Netflix documentary The Social Dilemma, a film that's necessary viewing if you've been living under a rock for the last decade. Obviously, our real-life situation with Facebook has changed drastically since The Social Network hit 10 years ago, and it's a reflection of how it's impacted our world today, particularly in the negative light. What was viewed back then as a film depicting the rise of a socially awkward anti-hero that brought 500 million humans together online has since turned into a cautionary tale that showcases the perils of pursuing money and power. So yeah, after 10 years, it's about time we get a sequel to The Social Network. It's unfortunate that our real-world implications play a factor as to why it's necessary, but great art can still inspire audiences to reflect on our society and aim to pursue a better world for us and future generations.